Or when I went.
Welcome in, latest episode of that SEC podcast. I'm your host, Michael Bratton. Go by SEC Mike on the Twitters. And there he is, everybody's favorite cousin Shane. What's up, buddy?
Hey, buddy, what's going on?
Oh, man, you sound terrific.
Yeah.
It sounds like the bees have worn off, huh?
Yeah, I finally got it. Finally got rid of it. I mean, it's still sore. It's like I got punched. It feels like a bruise up my arm, except I don't have a bruise. But I am back. And I'm absolutely excited about this weekend, Mike. But I'm also nervous, right? Because I know a lot of the cousins come here and they're interested to know what I pick because they make so much money off the picks that I make because they're always correct. But I would do one and I would say, well, shit, I've already Morristown Honda'd that one. I'm telling you, brother, I feel like this may be the best weekend of college football that we've had up to date.
Right. So
maybe ever.
Ever, Shane. Till next week. But hey, so we're about to reveal our picks.
Yes.
Don't forget, if you haven't already, go check them out over at MyBookie, presenting sponsor of the show. MyBookie.ag is the website. Put in that promo code SEC. Shane, what's that going to get you? A buyback bonus, they're calling it, up to $500 if you put in that promo code SEC over at MyBookie. So you can maybe you're a Longhorn, Shane, and you put $500 on Texas. And God forbid, say Texas loses, MyBookie's going to throw that $500 right back in your account, so you can keep on playing. Whatever your initial deposit is, it's a buyback guarantee over with MyBookie with that promo code SEC. You can't beat it.
Can't beat it. Not with a wooden spoon, you can't beat it.
It's just like Pete Thamel. I got breaking news. There's no news here. Like, thanks, Pete. You know what? I mean, it's just. It's as worthless as that is. That's the complete opposite of the value you're going to get out of this promo. You know what?
Exactly. Yeah. I tell you, but if John Mateer's thumb feels good, he'll be out there. But if it's bad, he won't. And
then when you get done reading that Pete Thamel tweet and your head starts hurting and you need it to chill out, go get you some Tennessee Legend. That's a cure for dumbassery on Twitter. So go. I mean, what can't Tennessee Legend whiskey solve? You know what?
Come on, Arkansas fans. I know you're up here. I know you're in town. So swing on over to Tennessee Legend. Let them know the cousin sent you. I tell you what, you may not like the Volunteers, but you'll like the Volunteers working at Tennessee Legend. And these guys will hook you up with an awesome setup with discounts, gifts, you name it. And be sure to let them know you're a listener of the pod. Maybe get a picture and send it to us so you can be next week's Tennessee Legend.
Yeah. Well, this week, Shane, the legend is Mike, cousin Mike Andrews. Here's a roundup real quick. The cousins are beating our butts here, Shane, with 57 correct predictions. I'm in the second place with 56. Shane and Steven tied at 55. So you're right. They're right in the race here. No one's claimed this thing yet, Shane, but there's a lot of pressure on Mike A to keep this lead. Are you feeling like you're going to seize it from the cousins?
Yeah, I do this in golf, Mike. I have a bad shot, and then I feel like I've got, I can make it through these trees, instead of just punching it out on the fairway. That's kind of what I think about the pick, because I got to catch up some ground, and I'm like, well, this may not be the favorite pick, but I feel like this could be the one that gets me closer to those cousins.
So now you're playing a dangerous game, friend.
I know.
Where you're picking the game, or are you trying to catch up? You know what?
Oh, no, a little both, I think.
All right. Well, hey, if you want to get caught up on your wallet, Shane.
Yes.
There's one more thing you can do.
What's that?
Maybe you're not into wagering on the games, not into wagering on the over-unders. You could go check them out over at PrizePicks. Daily Fantasy is what they got you covered over at PrizePicks. Yeah. And if you put in that promo code SEC, Shane, you play 5, you get 55 over at PrizePicks. So what is this PrizePicks? Daily Fantasy. They got player projections, and you just have to guess more than or less than for each projection. And Shane, I've been cold as ice on my PrizePicks. I'm gonna get back on a heater here. You know what?
or just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, just fade me, and it's like almost a damn guarantee. So, are you ready for my prize pick
Yeah,
selections?
let's hear it. Let's hear it.
All right, Taylon Green.
Yes.
Love that guy. Don't love the defense. But Taylon Green's, he's a monster, right?
Yeah.
Tennessee defense has been all over the place. 250.5 passing yards. Give me the more than for Taylon Green. And it's however you want to slice it, Shane. Either he's going to have some success. Bobby Petrino's going to ride out in his damn motorcycle, and they're just going to steamroll the Vols, or they're going to get their ass handed to them, and they're going to have to keep throwing the ball to be competitive. Either way, you're a winner if you go the more than with 250 passing yards for Taylon Green. How do you feel about that one?
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to play keep up. So, you know what I'm saying? So, I like this one, Mike. This may be the one.
Okay, now, I have a feeling you're going to like this too.
All right.
Arkansas running back Mike Washington, 53.5 rushing yards. Now, if anybody missed it, he came out here and said, "Oh, that Tennessee defense, I'm seeing some holes. We're going to have some success." I'm going to say he's not, Shane. Give me the less than 53.5 rushing yards for Mike Washington. Ran his mouth. Tennessee's going to be keyed up. They're getting better on the defensive line. They're getting guys back. They're healthier than they've been all season. I think they corral Mike Washington 53.5 less than. Thoughts on that?
That's what they needed, a little bulletin board material. So I don't hate it because it's a it's a two running back system too, you know? So yeah, there may be a chance that they're splitting carries 50-50 here.
Okay. And then how about this one, Shane?
Yeah.
I'm taking a major gamble here. But this number's too low to ignore. Come on. Jackson Arnold hosting Georgia, 173 passing yards. Give me the more than. I think he can get to 174. He's not been doing that very consistently in conference, but I just think it's too low. I think if he completes a couple of passes here, so a couple of big passes, I think he can get to 174 passing yards on Georgia.
Yeah, and that's a thought, you know.
Okay, so you're not too happy with that one.
No, sorry, I got sidetracked. Rolls Royce over here in the comments.
Okay, how about Texas outstanding receiver Parker Livingston?
Yes,
got banged up last week. He's good to go though. Okay,
yeah,
30.5 receiving yards against Oklahoma. Give me the more than, because I think he's Arch's go-to guy, and I think these are the value ones, Shane. Where everybody's looking at it like Texas, they can't do nothing. I mean, just one 31-yard catch, and you're cashing that ticket over at PrizePicks. Give me the more than 30.5 receiving yards for Parker Livingston.
I like it because I really do think out of all the weapons that Arch has around him, he seems to be the one that's most dialed in with him. You know, and honestly, if he didn't went for that bad tackle last week, he probably would have had more yards, in my opinion. So, yeah, this could be this feels like an easy one. Feels like free money.
Right. And then last one, DJ Lagway.
Yeah.
I've been saying more than every time. I said less than last week. He smashed it. So maybe again, just fade me. But DJ Lagway, 209.5 passing yards.
Yeah.
Give me the less than. I'm gonna keep riding the less than. I think it's a little bit different on the road playing A&M than it is at home playing Texas. I'm fading DJ. Where do you feel there?
Yeah. I mean, it just depends on how you feel about the game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you felt like DJ really took that next step, then I don't like that. But
I also think if Florida's going to have success,
yeah,
they got to. It's all about the ground game, and for whatever reason, Billy finally figured that out.
Yeah. Great point, man. Great point.
That's what I do, Shane. That's why I'm here. You know,
and that's why you're going to fade every one of these.
All right, so we got a lot of picks to get to, Shane.
Oh, Mike. But before we do, we gotta highlight some cousins here, man. We have got to highlight some cousins. Let's get to the top here. Are you got it pulled up? Let's see here.
Holy shit.
Exactly. I think that's a record. We'll start off here. Liquid Flames gifted a membership. Oh my gosh. Do you want me to read all? I mean,
yeah. Let's have you do it.
All right. So I don't know, man. I don't know who's getting all these. So I'll just read the names. But Liquid, I appreciate you, cuz, as always. I appreciate David Nutting, which, I mean, that was me 2 minutes ago when I saw Brandon McGyver gifting a membership. Cousin Lou coming through, gifting a membership. Let's see. We got Steven Up gifting 5 memberships. Roll Tide, roll damn Tide. Texas A&M gifting 5. SEC Sean coming through with 5 damn memberships. Come on, cuz. And then last but not least, we've got Rolls Royce coming through with 50 damn memberships.
I didn't even know you could do that.
I don't even know if it's 50 names, but I got some family members that are now part of this family. Tanner, let's see, King Bowser, Alex Edens, Dustin Bryant, Jason Bro, Franco Tavosky, Adam Martin, Brian Hall, Boy, Dennis, Amir, Anthony, Salty Matt, Ben Zimmerman, SJ, Patrick Church, Christy Kelly, Western Campus, Mr. J, Jim Rockford, Rufus, Tyler, Greg's Drone Service, cool name, Matthew Miller, Mr. CAC, Fitz General, Taylor Morgan, Jeffrey, Aaron Dewitt, Tyler, Dan Weaver, Taylor Holland, Jimbo, SEC, welcome back, Jimbo. GS, WJ Willow, Save Point Gaming Lounge, Anure Narration with Noah, Philip Golden. You've all been gifted a membership by the Rolls
I hate to tell you, Shane.
Yeah.
He just gifted 50 more.
Get the hell out of here.
Yeah!
Rolls, dude.
I saw Cousin Dakota said Shane's about to pass out.
Talking Mayhem podcast. Austin Rogers, Barney Young, Gabe, Jacob Rivers, Jimmy, Jave, Lucy Ann, Chris Bush, Eli, Soren Spade, Caleb Wampler, BR, Sogone Smith, Jacob Beaver, Bennett Lawrence, Kirk Hanna, Razor, Dakota Caffey, Ryan Sims, Brendan, Josh Hanna, PC Showtime, Kalen, Vaughn Actual, Lily Chameleon Pokel, Caden Savage, I don't even know if that's the real name, Associates Minister and Reserve Deacon, Mr. Terry Jones, Doze, Jason Jombard, Anthony Orsini, Captain DCW, Remy Griffin, King Malone, Cody Kugo, Patrick Fleener, I Bleed Orange, T-Funk, Eastbound Dog, Disarray, Savannah Carter, Bang Bang 49er, Camp, Greg G, Aaron, J Bird, Joseph Muir, Scotty Barnes, Matt R. You've all been gifted a membership.
Oh, and then Cousin Rick, Shane.
Oh, damn.
Rick. He just gave us $200.
Hell yeah.
I poured one out for Rick. Appreciate you, buddy.
Thank you, cuz. Appreciate you. After the last few Aggie wins, I donated big and was accused by some cousins of being drunk. They were wrong sometimes. So this week, sober and optimistic, donate before we beat the hell out of them Florida Gators. Wow. Thank you, Cousin Rick.
Thank you, Rick. And Rolls Royce, Shane, I assure you guys it wasn't an accident. Just wanted to see how far Shane could go without passing out. Hope everyone had a great day today.
Thank you, cousins. Appreciate you all. Seriously, that was awesome. Thank you.
Yes. And I mean, that just made the weekend I didn't think the weekend could get any better. It just did. You know what?
Oh God. And I mean, Butter Sausage did one. I saw Cousin JR in there gifting a membership.
Yeah.
I appreciate, everybody. I know we didn't get to them all, but man, we got so many games to get to. And I know
that's the show, Shane. See ya.
Y'all just came here to see if I could read.
All right. Hey, before we get to the games.
Yes.
And this is a shorter one because, the weather's outstanding. Cousin James is back with another forecast, Shane, and another prediction. Last week, he's on a heater. He said Florida's going to beat Texas. He was dead right. He's got another hot prediction at the end of his forecast. Let's kick it over our buddy, Cousin James Bryant.
Week 7 of the college football season is here. It might be the best week of weather we have had so far across the conference. This is not going to be a forecast that takes very long. So let's start with the games. We'll start with the early games. We'll end with the late games. One of the biggest games of the day is that 11 a.m. Central Time kickoff for Alabama at Missouri. The weather's going to be great. Highs will be in the upper 70s, and it will be sunny, and you're going to notice the theme here. That is going to be the general forecast of the day. Washington State goes to Ole Miss. That's that 11:45 a.m. kick on SEC Network. The high is 79 during the game. It will be sunny. Those are the two early kickoffs. Now let's go to Dallas for the Red River rivalry or the Red River shootout. Big game for Oklahoma versus Texas. It's going to be warm. Temperatures are going to get up close to 90 during the game, and it will be sunny. The other mid-afternoon kickoff is Arkansas going to Tennessee. Of course, you see all the Arkansas stuff in here. My one hope for the game this weekend is that Arkansas does not lose 70-10 or something like that. If the defense can just get some stops. Just some. Just be better than awful. That's our hope. These are not high expectations, guys. Just better than awful from the Arkansas defense. But the weather's going to be great. This is a great football game to go to. The high of 74 is before the game. And temperatures are going to fall into the 60s by the time we get to the end of the game. It will be sunny, and it'll be mostly clear after the sun sets. All right, the night games, 3 big games in the evening time slots. Very good weather for each one of them. It is going to be a little bit warm in College Station, and that's where we'll start. Florida at Texas A&M. The high temperature is 89 there. The kickoff temp, though, is 81. Temperatures will be in the 70s for most of the game. Georgia goes to Auburn, and that's going to be at 6:30 Central, 7:30 Eastern on ABC. It'll be 70 at kickoff, 62 by the end of the game, and then we'll have a northeast wind during that game at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then the last game of the night is that SEC Network night game. South Carolina goes to LSU. It'll be 78 at kickoff. Mostly clear during the game. It will be 70 degrees by the end of the game as well. So a good collection of games this week. Great weather across the conference. If you're going to a day game, take the sunscreen. Don't want you to get sunburned. Most skies are going to be mostly clear. My pick of the week is Missouri to upset Alabama. I've got a pretty good record with these picks I've been doing so far. I got Missouri beating Alabama. Let's have a great week, guys.
Oh, baby. Mizzou taking down Bama, according to Cousin James. Thank you so much, James, for that. And thank you, Matthew. He's not in the squad car tonight, Shane. 3 bourbons deep, steaks on the grill. No
Come
squad
on.
Scary, I bet he back like that. And
Join
I like
in
this.
the dark side.
Steve it up, 50
Oh,
bucks. I think the
come on,
Cousins win it
Cuz.
this week. Man, shout out, Steve it up. Shout out all the
Hell
Cousins. You know what?
Oh, man. What about? I've never looked forward to a weather alert so much in my life. Thank you, Cuz, for that. Thank you, Steven Up. Appreciate you, man. I mean it. Absolutely.
All right, buddy.
Yes.
You can take a breather.
Yes.
We're going to preview some games here.
Let's do it.
Here we go. First game.
Yeah.
Ole Miss, Shane, hosting Washington State, as Lane Kiffin says, #1 in the SEC versus #1 in the Pac-12. Ole Miss favored by 31.5 points. The over-under 57.5 points. This game kicks off at 12:45 Eastern, 11:45 a.m. Central Time on the SEC Network. Who do you like in the bowl game?
Oh, Mike. I love Ole Miss. Obviously, I love Trinidad. I think this is a great stat game. I think this is, you ever played college football and you're shooting for that Heisman Trophy at the end of the year and you got these top games in there? This is a great opportunity to do that, man. I feel like this is just going to solidify what we think of Trinidad, and I feel like this is going to solidify my life's on the line. I need Ole Miss to make the college football playoffs, Mike. And so I don't think this is a ball game at all. I do feel like there may be a chance that as we get some of these younger kids in, maybe Washington State, gets a couple scores late, something like that, maybe a 10-14 run, something like that. But I've got Ole Miss winning, and this is not close at all. 42, Washington State 24.
42-24.
Yes. Absolutely. And honestly,
I think it's a little close.
well, that's what I'm saying. It'd probably be like it'd be like 42-17, and then all of a sudden they score another score at the end.
Right. So I did a little homework, Shane.
Okay.
Washington State, they struggle against mobile quarterbacks. Yikes. Trinidad can run, right? And their quarterback, never heard of a name like this. I'm going to butcher it, Shane. Zevi Eekhouse. That's the quarterback for Washington State. He was not the starter week 1. The starter lost his job because he was so great.
Yeah.
And this Zekai, or Zevi, however the hell you say it, he was the starting quarterback for Bryant last year. Have you ever heard of Bryant?
No.
Me neither. I don't know anything about it. But that's all I need to know, Shane, to know that old Washington State and former Bryant quarterback Zia Hikis is going to get his ass kicked here, Shane. Give me Ole Miss 45. Give me Washington State 9. And hell, I thought that was, cutting it close. But here's I saw someone say, hey, trap game. That's kind of, it's like look ahead to me.
Yeah.
Georgia on the road next week. I think we're going to want to get all of our young players in this game. We're not going to want to get anybody hurt. We're going to get the starters out early. Otherwise, we win this game by 50, 60 points. So this is a choose-your-score type game, and I think they're going to be very conservative in the second half. Otherwise, I think Ole Miss would score a lot more. So I even have the cover, but not by a ton.
Yeah. Really? So I just... Do you think we're even talking about this game Saturday? I mean, I know you will be because you're doing your power rankings, but honestly, are we going to be discussing Ole Miss at all on Saturday?
No. All eyes will be on Mizzou, Bama.
I got you. All right.
On at the same time. You know what?
Yeah, they missed an opportunity. They should have played this game on Thursday.
All right, how about this one, Shane? Arkansas on the road at Tennessee. Tennessee favored by 11.5 points. The over-under, 67.5 total points. 4:15 Eastern, 3:15 Central on the SEC Network. Shane, them Hogs have beaten Tennessee 4 in a row. My goodness, one of the more embarrassing streaks in the SEC, if you ask me. Who do you like in the matchup?
My brother's coming in Saturday, right? And when I don't get to see him that often, but when I do, it brings back memories. And one of the memories that I used to have when I was a kid, it's like when we would be in church, and this is when we were little kids, we make noise or we start laughing or something like that. My mom, she'd say, that's 1. And you never wanted to get to 3. You know what I'm saying? You get to 2, you know what's going to happen. And there's a couple Sundays we hit 3, and that's when we were quiet as a church mouse all the way home, and we were just acting like it's not a thing, right, Mom? We were just so nice, saying nice things on the way home. Oh, it's so pretty outside. We're just little kids. But we knew exactly what was going to happen, and I feel like that during this game right here, we're at a 3. Tennessee's at a 3, and I'm not saying Arkansas is going to whoop us, but we're going to act like they can't whoop us. You know what I'm saying? Arkansas is a good football team, especially on this offense. I think I'm going out and telling you, I still feel like Taylor Green is one of the best quarterbacks in the country. And this is a good defense to showcase that. I mean, Tennessee has had some real troubles this season with explosive offenses, and they've not faced one just like this. However, we had the bye week, and I don't think a bye week could have happened at a better time for those Tennessee Volunteers. They were banged up, man. They were begging for a bye week that they definitely needed, and I feel like this is going to be a healthier group, especially on that defensive front. But at the end of the day, the biggest factor for this football game will be the 100,000 fans that are sitting in Neyland Stadium. This is where we have got to create chaos. This is where we've got to be so damn loud that Taylor Green can't hear. The defense can't hear. They're grabbing my mic's not working. That's what we got to have. False starts, all kinds of penalties. Just get this team off the track. And I'm saying all that to say this, Mike. I pray that she doesn't remember we were at 3 at church. I've got Tennessee 45, Arkansas 31. Not super confident. Ooh. I feel like it could be a close game.
It's funny when you were retelling that tale.
Yes.
I was just thinking about your sweet mother, and I don't think she would ever do anything like that. So don't you tell stories like that.
She'd whoop my ass. She's whooped my ass. We used to have to go get our own switch, and if it wasn't big enough, she was going to go pick it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this is a great game, potentially, Shane.
Yeah.
Explosive game. Maybe one of the more, there's so many great games. I feel like this one's getting lost in the shuffle, and something weird always happens. And yes, Arkansas's beaten Tennessee 4 in a row, but a couple of those games, to my memory, have been in Neyland. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's not like Arkansas can't win in a game situation like this, but I just keep thinking about Tennessee getting a little bit healthier on the defensive side of the football. Arkansas coming in with some bravado. Arkansas coming in here with Bobby P. How many times we're getting peppered, Shane, with, hey, how can he win the job? Is Bobby P a candidate? How are they going to change over the bye week? I think all that gets just burned and torched and tore up come Saturday night. They're going to be saying, give him a Harley to get his ass out of here, because they're going to get their ass whooped, Shane. I really do think. Give me Tennessee 45. Give me Arkansas 28. And I think holding Arkansas to that low after 2 weeks to prepare, I think again, it's not like elite defense. I don't quite think we're going to get elite Tennessee defense this year, but I think this will be a much improved defensive performance. Mm-hmm. I think it says more about Taylor Green and this offense, making some plays. Even, Tennessee, it seems like as long as I've been watching them, Shane, it's like they can get you to 3rd and long, but then if you got like some hero of a quarterback, he'll find a way to convert. And I think Taylor Green will do that a number of times, just not enough to keep us a truly competitive football game. So I like Tennessee, and I like Tennessee even to cover in this game.
But were you close to locking it at all? Or
I don't lock Tennessee.
Yeah.
I won't put that evil on them. You know what?
I didn't either. I wanted to, but I didn't do it. Oh, shit. Oh, David, come on, cuz.
What David? Oh, $50. Yeah. Great cousins ever.
Howdy, damn toddy.
Ribs by
I got the blue on.
Just for you, David. Marlar's not welcome here anymore. Thanks to you.
Get the hell out of here. Yeah.
Well, speaking of Marlar, 2 of the teams he covers here, Shane. We got South Carolina on the road at LSU. LSU favored by 9.5 points. Over-unders 44.5. This is a night game, 7:45 Eastern, 6:45 Central on the SEC Network. What do you like in this one?
Oh, this could potentially be the ugliest game of the day, right? It just feels like both these teams need the win, right?
Yeah.
I just feel like Shane Beamer, he comes out here and he says, this is what you signed up for, playing all these top 5 football teams coming up. But it comes to a point you got to start winning some of these top 10, top 15 matches. And South Carolina's just been absolutely disappointing this season. And go the other side. We're down here in Baton Rouge. Even though they're 4-1, I think if you were to poll the LSU fans, they are disappointed. They got this Heisman quarterback that's not getting anything done. We got all these receivers that can't get the damn football to, and our running back can't stay healthy, but he's coming back, you know? So what happens in this game, Mike? Did we take a week off to get better, or did we take a week off to be the same football team we've been seeing all year? I think LSU slightly improves, right? I feel like they jump on them early, and that's just enough because I have no faith that South Carolina can crawl back into this thing. So give me LSU 27, South Carolina 13.
Oh, 27-13. Hey, Rick gave me a heart attack over here, Shane. I felt like we were breaking him or something.
Yeah.
He gave us $10. We appreciate you, Rick. He says he's sitting here with the grandkids. He didn't realize how much he's donating. He said, uh-oh. And then he turns around and give us $100 more bucks. Saying, just kidding, not about the grands and the spaghetti, but go Texas LSU, beat the hell out of Florida.
Oh, thank you, guys.
I was like, did we just break this, man? And then he's like, here's more for you.
Christmas is nice at Rick's house, huh?
I bet. With all them kids, I can't imagine. Feels like it's Christmas here, you know?
Oh, it does, man. Absolutely. My face is red like a damn Christmas lights, you know?
He says, because Rick got paid today.
Oh.
Man, so when you said this could be the ugliest game, do you mean just both defenses kind of dominating?
Not so much dominating.
Blowout.
I just feel like it's going to be mistakes for some reason. And that's just because I've seen it. And, you know, it's like that definition of insanity, same thing over and over and expected different results. And I feel like that's what we've been, like South Carolina can't run the football. You know, LSU can't throw the football. So me coming out here saying I think LSU's going to throw the football and I think South Carolina's going to run it. Yeah, we may have a good game, but I don't think that's going to happen, Mike. I think we're going to have the same shit over and over again, and this is just going to be pure chaos down there. And this is the best opportunity I think South Carolina has to kind of get back, right? This is their get right game. They've had time to think about this. They've had time to orchestrate some sort of offense, some sort of pulse on that side of the football. I feel like you need to let Lenoris loose. Let him cut him loose. If he wants to run the ball, let him run the ball.
Right. Yeah. Couldn't it be, though, that 2 weeks to prepare, rested quarterbacks, maybe this is what fingers crossed, maybe this is, we're getting Garrett Nussmeier we thought we were getting.
Yeah.
And Lenoris Sellers we thought we were getting. And we're getting an all-time quarterback duel.
Yeah.
Now, is that likely? Perhaps not, because of there's question marks around them. And more importantly, LSU and South Carolina got really good defenses, particularly LSU at home. So we may not be getting that, but I always feel, maybe I'm wrong, Shane, but elite quarterbacks, I think they can beat the best of defenses these days, because the game is structured now for offenses. So that's what I hope we're getting. I hope we're getting like an all-time, where it's like whoever's got the ball last wins the game.
Right.
That's always a lot more fun. You know what? But I'm not sure we're going to get that, Shane. That's what I want to see. That's what I'm not sure we're going to get. I think special teams will be critical. I think we need some beamer ball. We may need like a trick onside or a fake punt, something of that nature. We need somebody to step up that we have yet to see really step up. And I think LSU getting back Caden Durham this week, I think that's huge for LSU. So night game, if this was in Williams-Brice, I probably would pick South Carolina, but it's Tiger Stadium. It's at night, Saturday night. Give me LSU, but I think it's close. LSU 24, South Carolina 17. I don't have a ton of confidence in these offenses right now. I gotta see it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, but we're like in October now and saying that, I feel like it is what it is at this point. And now I do say this. If Nuss truly was injured, right?
Right.
And he had that week to take off, I feel like this is, which team am I more optimistic about? It's definitely the LSU Tigers, because I do love their defense. South Carolina defense has had moments, but it's nowhere near as impressive as it was, the tail end of last season. It's the Lenoris on South Carolina side that just kind of drives me nuts. We'll have moments like he did really well at times against Mizzou, but then you have no balance with your running back here. The one that we lobbied all off season should be cleared to go, and he's I mean, we're still wondering if he's cleared. Man, it's just I haven't seen anything from that running back room, and if LSU if South Carolina goes down there with no balance, there's no way they win this football game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We need something here. You know what?
Yeah. I need a cigarette. That's what I
need. Well, speaking of smoking, Shane, who's smoking hot? Florida and Texas A&M. How about it, buddy? A&M favored by 7.5 points over the Gators. Over under 47.5 total points. Game kicks off at 7 o'clock Eastern, 6 Central on the ESPN. Buddy, who do you like in this epic matchup?
Oh man, I love both these teams right now. I feel like it was so nice just for a moment to see Billy happy again. It's been a long time since I've seen old Billy Napier actually happy and ready to field questions to that media room. I just, the golden hair, man. Once he asked a question, that I could just see it all over his face, like, oh, this guy again. But, this is something you have to build off of, and this is something they built off of last year. That momentum, they just kind of caught fire, and this was a very, very fiery football team last year. This defense was legit. I mean, they have always been kind of good this season. They've had like some really good moments, but it felt like it took to a whole different level last week. I think DJ finally looking a little better. I know he's banged up, but I felt like, again, it looked a little bit like his billing in the offseason when we were putting him on the pedestal as one of the best quarterbacks in the country. Texas A&M, however, is playing the best football right now in the Southeastern Conference. And I'm going to say that again. Texas A&M is playing the best football in this conference, which means the best football team in this country right now. I know that sounds crazy, right? A lot of good Big Ten teams that we're probably going to have to deal with in the playoffs. But there's no team that is more balanced than the Aggies right now, and I think that's what ultimately makes them dangerous. Not just offense, not just the your running game, the passing game, it's the defense. It's just everything is complementary to each other. And then you put this game in College Station. Billy, I hope you enjoyed your fun week because it was fun, and we'll talk about it. We'll put it on a T-shirt. But we're buying you back out next week because you're getting your ass kicked by them Aggies. Lock of the week, Texas A&M 35, Florida 17.
Man. Why do you hate the Gators, Shane?
Oh, I don't hate the Gators. I just feel like it's short-lived, right? We can't talk about how tough the Florida Gators schedule if we don't talk about who's on their schedule. Yes, they beat Texas, but they got a lot tougher teams coming to town.
Well, you might be right, Shane. I mean, you've pegged Florida basically right every week this season.
Yeah.
Except for the Miami game, but I got that one wrong too. We don't have it in us to pick Miami to win a football game.
That's exactly right.
But Florida 0-2 on the road. How about this stat, Shane? Napier 0-13 against ranked teams on the road. Oh, 0-13. Florida's 4-13 on the road under Napier, but they did win at A&M a long time ago, 2022. That was Jimbo Fisher era. So just throwing that out there. Florida, number 122nd in the country, Shane, on third or fourth down, money down.
Yeah.
Texas A&M defense, number 7 on the money down. So weakness on strength, ooh, not good. Texas A&M's only allowed 7 sacks this season. Florida only has 9. Of course, they got 6 of them last week. But I think key to the game, we got to be able to run the football for Florida. Keep Marcel Reed and these weapons, keep them on the bench as long as possible. But much easier said than done. Last couple teams have been dominated by Texas A&M up front. This is going to be, whoever wins up on the line of scrimmage. That's true almost every Southeastern Conference football game, but I think it's particularly true this week with Texas A&M and their offensive line and their defensive line playing outstanding. But Florida last week also playing outstanding. Was that an outlier? Was that the Florida we're going to get? I think Saturday we'll know the answer, Shane. And the answer is John Mateer, lock of the week. Texas A&M 24, Florida 13. See ya, ass Billy. Let's fire the coach on Sunday. I don't know that he'll get fired on Sunday, but might as well. And hell, I've seen it in the comments, Shane. The Gator fans are like, please, just put the nail in Billy already. I mean, they don't want this to continue. Now, if they beat A&M, if they're capable of doing that, this really is a good football team. But I think last week was the outlier. I'm betting on the Aggies at home. Like you said, one of the best teams, if not the best team in the Southeastern Conference. I can't pick Florida to go in there and beat them on their home field. I just can't do it.
Double cousin curse this thing. Oh, my God. Billy's getting an extension. Oh, my gosh. What if we are wrong? What is we're not, because we talk storylines at the end. Me and you both have Florida losing this thing.
Yeah.
What if Florida goes to College Station and gets a win? I mean,
Coach of the year.
Well, I don't think it's Coach of the Year. Do you? I mean, seriously, what do you think? But
yeah, he might be.
Do you think
turned it around? It was just DJ was hurt.
Yeah.
And I think one name we didn't reference. I've been talking about all week. I figured people were just tired of hearing it. Dallas Wilson, the elite freshman. If they win this game, he's taking over again.
Yeah.
And we may say, good night. Like, this guy's a real deal. More than ever, freshmen can come in and make a huge impact. He did it last week. If they're winning a game of this magnitude, I have to believe he's making another spectacular play or two, like he had the 55-yard touchdown, breaking tackles on Texas. He's going to have to do something similar against A&M. You know what? So
yeah.
We'll have to see that. Jaden Ball's going to have him. I think he just had his best performance to date against Texas. He's going to have to do even better against Texas A&M. I think that will be the story. And I also think that maybe, we're talking about how hot Texas is, or excuse me, Texas A&M. Maybe I also think it's fair to say Mississippi State running out of gas. 6 games they had in six weeks, and Auburn. I don't think anybody respects Auburn. Right. So we may start to question A&M if they lose to Florida. I think that's fair too.
Yeah. Sooner Magic says Shay could go buy a bee suit in his next golf trip with all this donated money.
All right, buddy. How about another big one, Shane?
Yeah.
Rivalry showdown here this Saturday. Georgia, mighty Georgia, on the road at Auburn, Shane. The Deep South's oldest rivalry, I believe they call it. Georgia favored by 3.5 on the road. Over under 46.5 total points. 7:30 Eastern, 6:30 Central on ABC. Who do you like in the matchup?
Oh, man, this game feels dirty, don't it? Yeah. Dirtier than Hugh Freeze's burner phone. I'm telling you, this game's got something on it. This is that bad mojo I told you about Texas and Florida. I just feel like it's moved on over to this football game. It feels like there shouldn't be a game. And I told you this early in the week, Mike. If you would have told me Georgia is favors by 13.5, I would have believed it. You would have told me 15.5, I'd still believe it. You know what I'm saying? I probably took Auburn, but I do think that this was maybe a 2-touchdown type game, but Vegas is telling me, man, this is going to be a ball game, and I don't like that. I don't like that one bit, because what if it is? We look back at Auburn games, Texas A&M, Oklahoma, there were several little mistakes that ended up becoming big mistakes and resulted in them losing the game. But what if those mistakes didn't happen? What if the officiating didn't happen in Oklahoma? What if, that opening drive, they got a touchdown? Then all of a sudden, there's a shot that Auburn could be undefeated right now, but they're not. And we blame Hugh Freeze, but some of this is just bad mojo, and I feel like it's coming into this football game. And I'm not convinced that the Georgia Bulldogs are all the way back, man. I'm not. I am not convinced that this is a college football playoff team. I was at the start of the season. I was after the Tennessee game. But since then, I have lost, not respect, but I've lost, what's the word I'm looking for? I've lost the belief, if you will, each week that they played because I've not seen it. I don't know, but I feel like I'm going to see it this week, Mike. I feel like I'm going to see it. But I can't Morristown Honda this one because I got another one that's Morristown Honda. So I've got Georgia winning barely 28, Auburn 24. I think this is a damn good ball game. I feel like this is going to come down to one or two, maybe just one turnover. We may look back and say one turnover or one bad call, and we're going to say that's exactly why Georgia won this game. And I just have faith in Kirby Smart because he wins them type games.
Yeah. No, absolutely. And also, absolutely. Thank you, Dane. Gave us $10. Shane, thanks for the free membership. Time to donate to the Tennessee Legend Trust. Thanks, Shane. You go. Well, I like a lot of what you had to say, Shane. Auburn's 3 of 28 on third down.
Yeah.
In conference play. 3 of 28. That's a little over 10%. 60% is good. Auburn, 127th in the country in third down success. Not very good, my friend. Mm-mm. Now, here's the issue, though. Georgia can't get after the passer. They're 100 and they're like 101 in the country and getting after the pass. They get 1 sack per game. Yeah. Georgia, mighty Georgia, Shane. Now, that's what A&M did. That's what Oklahoma did to Auburn that really put them behind the sticks to make those third downs so difficult. And both those games were on the road. And their offensive line, remember, Hugh Freeze finally threw someone under the bus. I don't know if you heard it. He said, that damn left tackle.
Yeah.
He can't hear.
That deaf bastard.
Well, he doesn't have to worry about that old Jordan Hare Stadium. It's going to be quiet when they got the football. So, again, the things that have killed Auburn this season, I don't know if they kill them in this one, Shane, because that crowd's going to be after Gunner and them boys. So, I think that's offset a little bit here. I don't have a ton of faith in Hugh Freeze to make necessary adjustments, but we've got to get the football to Cam Coleman, Eric Singleton. How about this? This is another one that blew my mind, Shane. Georgia's 101 in the country in pass defense efficiency. This is Kirby and the boys, 101st in the country in pass efficiency. If Jackson Arnold can't get it going against Georgia, and that's crazy to say, but if he can't get it going against Georgia, he may not be able to get it all season, and it may be deuce night time.
Yeah.
So I think this is an all-in game for Jackson Arnold as well. Hugh said we got to get the running game more involved. So I'm not saying we abandon the running game by any means, but there's a reason, Shane. There's a reason. I said Jackson Arnold and the more than. I think he's going to find success. Even against Oklahoma, they found some, not much, but they found some success with Cam Coleman. Force feed that guy. I don't care if he's covered. One-on-one matchups, he'll beat him. I think Auburn, Shane, is a team to watch this weekend. And Georgia, I'm not quite sold on Georgia, Shane. I'm not saying they're bad, but what does Kirby keep saying out here? Oh, this is a new SEC, man. I mean, week in, week out. You just never know what you're getting yourself out there for. Well, I'll tell you what you're getting out there for, Shane. You're getting out there for a Morristown Honda pick of the week. Give me Georgia 22, Auburn 23. Hugh Freeze and the boys beating Georgia. This is a circle the wagons type game for Hugh Freeze and Jackson Arnold. If they don't get it done here, I think Hugh Freeze is out the door within the next 2 weeks. So you got to win this one, or the whole program collapses on itself. If they don't get it done, season's done here for Auburn. So give me that. And I don't think Georgia's done.
Yeah.
But this is like the toughest road test that Georgia's got. Hell, it's the only one outside of Mississippi State. So they're still alive for everything.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think they drop this one, Shane. I really do.
Oh, I don't know. Part of me was like, this is the one, right? This is the one I was talking about. Do I put it out there on the fairway or do I shoot through the trees? Like, what would Hugh Freeze do if he was out here on this golf course with me? You know, he'd do that and try to pick Auburn, and I could see that. But then I could also see myself watching this game and Georgia up 2 scores like, what the hell was I thinking? That Georgia wouldn't win this thing. So I feel like that's more likely to happen than Auburn pulling off the upset here.
Okay. Well, did you have you had a 4-point game, right? So you're not totally convinced.
Not totally convinced. No.
Okay.
But I do have, what is it? It's 2.5, right? 3.5?
Yes.
Yeah, so I got them covered.
3.5 right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so you bastard. Okay, how about, man, now we're really cooking, Shane.
Yeah.
We got mighty Alabama, Shane, on the road at Mizzou, undefeated Mizzou. Bama favored by 2.5, though, on the road. Over-unders 51.5 total points. Noon Eastern, 11 a.m. Central, nationally televised by ABC. Who do you like in this one?
I tell you what, they're going to have Paul Feinbaum. They'll have Josh Pate. I think I'm the only bald guy not invited to this party. Tim Tebow working out in the gym. Hey, this is important, man. This is important, right? Because I know you gave Mizzou a hard time about woe is me, and they shouldn't be there. This is a football team that is sitting there 5-0 and honestly controls their destiny. And when I say destiny, I mean, I'm talking SEC championship. I mean, they could literally hoist the trophy at the end of this season. It would not blow my mind. How do you do it? You run the damn football. And you got 2 of the best running backs in the country. And I feel like this ain't Papal Saban's defense. You know what I'm saying? You will be able to run on this football team. However, they got arguably the best quarterback in the country in Ty Simpson. The more that I see this kid, the more I question, why did he not play last year? It's not like this is his first time on this roster. You know what I'm saying? And if that's been hiding back there this entire time, maybe it bodes well for what Tide wants to do, man. They are playing some great football. These receivers are getting better they're getting more chemistry, which makes them extremely dangerous. And I think that's what's going to be the case. If Alabama wins this game, it's because they just took the lead and never gave it back. However, if Mizzou wins this game, it's because they not only established the run game, but the time of possession. They keep the ball away from Ty, and I feel like it could happen, but does it? Every time I pick against Alabama, you know what happens, Mike? Alabama wins, and that's why I just can't pick them. Give me Mizzou, Morristown Honda, pulling off the upset, which shouldn't be an upset because you're there, baby. Give me Mizzou 28, Alabama 27.
Ooh.
Not confident,
You
but
sell out. Shade the suck up. Shade. Kiss it up to old Mizzou.
I didn't want to. I really didn't. Because similar to what I was talking about, Georgia and Auburn, that's kind of how I sense this. Like, I thought it would be close this year. Similar to that Texas A&M matchup, you know. I mean, I was super confident Mizzou was going to go down there and whoop A&M's ass last year until they didn't. And then I feel like that with this one, we've built it up, and a lot of people are saying, "Is Mizzou real? Is Mizzou legit? Have they played anybody?" And I feel like they have done enough. I think this defense is going to have they're going to have their hands full, absolutely, Saturday, but I think so is Alabama with this rushing attack. It's the best that I've seen in many years, brother. It's almost like we forgot SEC was established by defense and running backs, and that's exactly what Mizzou's been able to do here lately.
If Mizzou wins, they should let you bang that damn drum, Shane, because I don't think any of those other people you mentioned are picking Mizzou.
Hell no, they ain't picking Mizzou. They don't even know. They're eating like salads and shit over in Mizzou. I was eating deep fried fish. Come on now.
Well, Mizzou has won 15 in a row, Shane, at home.
Yeah.
Longest home streak in 82 years. Second longest winning streak in the nation. How about that? Ahmad Hardy leads the nation in rushing. I mean, he's awesome. You hit on something important there, too. Time of possession.
Yeah.
That'll be critical. Missouri leads the country also in time of possession.
Mm-hmm.
Got to keep tying them boys off the field. Mizzou also leads the nation in rush defense. Bama can't really run the ball that well. They got it going last week. They got Jam Miller back. I think that was huge. Could be huge in this one too, Shane. But Mizzou's also number 1 in third down defense. Or excuse me, number 1 in third down offense. Number 3 in third down defense. So, I mean, they're elite on third down.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure how was Alabama favored in this damn game? Shane, everything says pick Mizzou, right? Well, Kalen DeBoring, he's 17-3, Shane, in ranked games. I mean, that's pretty damn good.
That's real good.
Last time I checked, Missouri's ranked, so odds favor Alabama. He's 5-1 in matchups against ranked teams at Alabama. Do you know the one game he lost as ranked on ranked as Alabama's coach?
No.
Tennessee. I forgot all about that too. That's why I didn't think you'd remember it. But yeah, so I don't know. I just think that's interesting, Shane. I think it's interesting. And I like what you said about Ty Simpson. I just did the quarterback rankings. Go check that out when this is over. Number 1 in the SEC. Now, maybe if John Mateer was 100% healthy, I think I'd still have Ty Simpson number 1. I mean, he's playing that well, that efficient, and I don't think Missouri is going to have any answer for these receivers. Shane, with Jeremy Bernard, I think he's borderline All-American. I think Isaiah Horton is really starting to come on. Ryan Williams, we all know about him. I think he's been a little disappointing, but even as a number 3, which is kind of what he is this year, he may be the best number 3 receiver in the country. So a lot of weapons to work with. Alabama's offensive line's heating up. I think if Missouri, critical point of this one, Shane, can they get to Ty? I think that's their best defense. Sacking, Ty Simpson getting to him. Alabama has allowed 1.8 sacks per game. That's 65th in the country. So, and Alabama, just like Georgia, they can't get to the passer. So, I know everybody's enamored with Ahmad Hardy. He's got to have a big game, but we've kind of said it all week. I think this has got to be a Bo Prabula game.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna force Bo, I think, to beat him. Bo and these receivers, and they're capable, but can they do it? They did it against Kansas. They did it against South Carolina. This is a completely different challenge here. So I'm not sold. They can do it, Shane.
Yeah.
I wish I had. I don't think I have a fraud alert button. but if I did, I'd be smashing it right now, Shane. I can't wait to see these Mizzou fans that I called out last week. Can't wait to hear them cry after this one, Shane. Give me Alabama 27, Missouri 37. Boom! The fraud is you, Alabama. You should not be favored in this football game. I think Missouri comes into this expecting to whoop Alabama's ass. This ain't Nick Saban's Alabama. Alabama, still an elite team. I think they're the number 1 team still in the SEC, but this is away from home. Kalen DeBoer struggles in these road games. Missouri, I've not seen anything that tells me they're not an elite team here, Shane. They win this game. They will make the college football playoff if they win it. I like Mizzou, and I like them big by 10 points here.
You're going to have to give Mizzou fans a few minutes to catch up. A few minutes. They can't. They rewound it. They're going to have to listen to it again. Mike picking Mizzou over Bama. Woo!
By 10.
Oh, not by a little. Not by Morristown Honda. By 2 damn scores. Come on, cuz. That's the parity, baby. That's what we've been talking about.
Right. And Bama, that'll just be one loss in conference. They're not eliminated from anything.
No, still in it. Probably play him again. And then I'd favor Bama the second time. Because it just seems like that would be the case, right?
All right, final game. Shade, Red River. Come on down to the Red River shootout. Texas. This line's been jumping up and down. Now, currently, I just checked it. Texas still a 1.5 point favorite, even at old ESPN, who favored Oklahoma yesterday for some reason. Oklahoma undefeated, though, red hot, over under 45.5 total points, 3:30 Eastern, 2:30 Central on ABC. Still don't know, Shane. I don't know. Pete Thamel won't tell me. He just tells me nonsense. I don't know who the quarterback's going to be, which makes this game a little bit trickier. What's your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, I'm starting to think that he won't be here, And even if he is, you remember he's coming off of surgery, so it's not like he's just going to I got stung by yellow jackets, right? I can't see where they stung me 2 days later, but I still can feel my arm. You know what I'm saying? I can still feel that. So what I feel like happens in this game, Mike, is we're really disappointed by halftime. And what I mean by that, it would not blow my mind if this isn't a 7-3 football game. You like defense? Well, by God, you better load it up on some of them wax beers because you're going to need it down at this thing, because I feel like this one is going to be a snooze fest in the first half. However, I do think we trade a few blows in the second half, and you have to pick which team. I'm not sold John Mateer's coming back. And so not knowing John Mateer's coming back, I can't pick the Sooners, Mike. I got Texas winning this thing, barely. And I may be the only one, but it's crazy to me to think that, because there was improvement with Arch Manning. There was some mistakes made in the swamp, but this isn't a road game. This is a neutral site game that I feel like doesn't favor anybody. And I feel like half the stadium will be orange and white by the time it ends. So give me Texas 24, Oklahoma falling 21.
Ooh, but still a close one.
Without a doubt, Mike. Without a doubt. Like I said, it would not surprise me if it's not 14-10 in the third quarter. You know what I'm saying? Just not I'm not expecting a fun football game, but it will end in fun fashion.
How much does it change? And this isn't really fair, but how much does it change if we knew Mateer was playing and we knew that he was 100%?
Oh, I'd give it to Oklahoma.
Right.
Without a doubt. I don't think it is, or that I just don't. I have no confidence. I love the coverage. I like seeing Eddie down there in the bushes trying to find out what Mateer's up to. But I think at the end of the day, if you're putting some money on this thing, I'm not going to put it on there unless I see him suit up.
Right. Yeah, no, I think that's fair. But I also think it's fair, Shane. Say Oklahoma's got one hell of a defense. Come on, buddy. Number 2 in the country scoring defense. Number 1 in the country third down defense. Number 1 red zone offense. How about that? Number 1 sacks per game in the country. Texas, 69th in allowing sacks, so not good. Texas also 115th third down offense. Not good. Texas also 109th red zone offense. Not good. Not good. None of these are good, Shane. None of this is good. Also not good, Shane.
Yeah.
Texas records. I mean, come on. Buddy, if they lose this one, season's in the toilet.
Yeah.
You ain't rebounding. Because Georgia's going to whoop your ass probably. Hell, I think Vanderbilt might beat you. If you drop the 3-3, we'll see about Vanderbilt, how they come together. But your best outlook, if you're Texas, is hell, maybe we can upset A&M and knock him out of the playoff or something. You know what I mean? To be a spoiler, that's going to be your best opportunity if you drop this one. Meanwhile, Oklahoma, buddy, if you could cruise to 6-0, particularly if your star quarterback does not even suit up, we might as well pencil them in. Hell, not even the playoffs, Shane, the national championship, if you ask me. If they can win a game of this caliber, a heated rivalry without an elite quarterback in the lineup that you're getting back sooner or later, so there's a lot on the line here for both of these teams. But this is a tricky game, Shane. I know it's relatively new to us, but they all tell me. Weird stuff happens down in Dallas, it. So I think something weird happens on Saturday too, Shane. Everything's telling me to take Oklahoma. Everything's telling me to not believe in Texas. That's why Arch and the boys are getting it done, Shane. Give me Texas to win it 21 Oklahoma 17. And this is, again, more of, I don't think Mateer's playing.
Yeah.
Or if he does, he'll be limited. Like it'll be
Yeah.
some gimmicky bullshit type deal. Backs against the wall. Sarkisian and Arch got to do something. I think we'll get a better Arch. I still think he's a serious work in progress. I don't think he's going to come out here and be Heisman Arch. I think we waved goodbye to that a long time ago. But not this season. Maybe next year. But I think Texas has to win this football game or the season's over.
That's discouraging, Mike. Very discouraging. The wild bets that I've made this weekend, the ones that I was afraid to even put out there, all three of them you have backed up, except for Auburn. I didn't have that one, so that's a good one. But congratulations, Oklahoma.
No cousin curse.
The Sooners, you should be so damn happy right now because that's probably what happens, and this gets cold take and we get yelled at. But
Same with Bama fans.
I know. Bama fans done checked out. I Steven up. He left 30 minutes ago. Nah, just kidding. I know he's in there. I just, at the end of the day, Mike, the best thing about the SEC football this year in particular is we're here, October? And it doesn't, I'm not saying it doesn't matter. It does matter. But I feel like even if you lose, we may have these teams face again in November and have a totally different outcome. That's what I love about this year. It's like any given Saturday, teams are going to get knocked off, but also teams are going to grow and emerge. And I feel like we're going to find those dogs. And I mentioned earlier this week that this was Separation Saturday, and I stand firm with that. If we get to the end of Saturday and we get some of the results that you or I have portrayed here, I feel like we can start pinpointing a few of these clubs and saying, you know what, these guys are going to be in the college football playoffs for real. So, true separation. You call it fraud. I call it separation.
No, I'm calling it fraud. Well, hey, we got picks here from cousin Mike Andrews, buddy. So I'm going to read them as he wrote them, right? Oklahoma, of course, 24. Texas, 14. He's a Sooner. But I think that's a fair take, given what we saw last week. Bama 30, Mizzou 20. Again, I could certainly see that. That makes a lot of sense. Georgia 34, Auburn 17. He's got Tennessee 31, Arkansas 17. He's got LSU 17, South Carolina 10. He's got A&M beating Florida 21-20. And then Ole Miss 42, Washington State 17, and he says Kentucky loses on the bye week. So, Mike A., we appreciate you for being this week's cousin celebrity picker. And who knows, Shane, based on his picks, I think he went with a lot of the conventional wisdom, which probably means the cousins are just going to extend their lead on us. You know what?
I'm looking. I think I may do one. I know you're not big on multiple game watch parties, but I know Liquid Flames asked if I was going to do one this week, and I'm thinking about doing that noon. It's early. Maybe we'll do brunch and watch some good football. You know what I'm saying? So, I think I'm going to do that one, and you'll learn right then and there. I feel like that's the ultimate separation is going to be that Mizzou-Alabama game because we're basing everything we've seen with Bama and the uncertainty of Mizzou. So I'm looking forward to that one. And Steven Up, he'll be right there to remind me that I picked them damn Tigers.
He said, here's for your copay to your doctor's visit. You're going to need it to get that head checked, brother. We appreciate you, Steven Up.
Thank you, cuz. Look forward to seeing you bright and early for that one. Oh, man, that's going to be such a good game. Such a great weekend, Mike. And I appreciate all the cousins hanging out with us today. And, if you couldn't do the donations, if you could hit the thumbs up, that also means a lot to us as well. So I appreciate all the new family members in here.
And hell, who knows, Shane, the games we didn't even pick as upsets, like Carolina, LSU, Florida A&M, Arkansas, Tennessee, they could be upsets. I mean, I truly believe that even any of those, even though we picked against them, I'm not like super confident in any of those. Are you?
No, no, I'm not. I'm not confident in any of these, man. And honestly, if like I was telling you, if I would have picked the other way, I still would feel the same. So this is a coin toss top weekend where we're going to have teams winning that we didn't expect, and we're going to have teams losing that we didn't expect. So, but that's the beauty of this year, man. I mean, I just can't. I look back. I'm always one of those that goes back to, 94, 90, 98, and I'm looking at these like other scores during the week. You know what I'm saying? And there's some just blowouts, not close games. Almost every ranked team got a win. It was somewhat predictable, right? It's not like that anymore. It doesn't matter. Texas ain't ranked, but we both picked them to win. I mean, that's just where we're at this year. So I feel like that's why college football has never been better than it is right now.
Right. But when you say that, it's also, I mean, Heisman frontrunners out. Well, yeah. I don't know that, but I believe that. And he is the offense. And they can't run without him.
Mm-hmm.
So there is context that must be included. It's not like I think unranked Texas is miles better than full-strength Oklahoma,
Yeah, yeah.
And I think you believe that too.
Yeah, I do believe that.
All right, buddy. Hey, anything else before we hop off the line?
Well, if everything happens the way you say it's going to happen, Mike, what's the headlines come Monday morning?
I think the update will be, and we just got breaking news here.
Uh-oh.
John Mateer, probable. So he's playing. Just came out. God. Are we changing our pick?
Nah. That banged up ass though. I don't trust that. Because you could still list as probable and not play. That means you're probably going to be in there. Doesn't mean you're going to be in there.
Well, that's true, but probable means, I mean, it's almost a guarantee he plays.
I'm just thinking, Mike. Jeez, don't rush me.
You know what I mean? So not only is he playing, he's probably starting.
Do you want to switch your score?
Give me Oklahoma 24, Texas 17. Oklahoma wins it.
You dirty bastard.
Well, hell, I didn't think John Mateer was playing.
I know. That's what I'm thinking, Mike. But I
Unless
don't want to.
This is fake or something. What if they're trolling our ass?
What is it? That no 3? Sometimes you got to watch him.
No, I've got it straight off the SEC.
Or what's that? There's that other one that my brother keeps seeing like, oh my God, this news is breaking. I'm like, dude, that's a fake dummy account. It's the same one over and over again.
And the other interesting, couple here, Shane. Caden Green, Missouri offensive tackle.
Yeah.
Questionable. So we don't know if he's going to play. And then Georgia's, they're two offensive linemen that they've been looking at, both questionable. Monroe Freeling and Ernest Green. So that's not great for Georgia.
Nah. I'm keeping Texas. I just feel like if I change it, I'll be mad. So, yes. Hey, good. We're split. Texas, you got Oklahoma.
Yeah, and just JP, shout out JP. He emailed us. I completely forgot about this.
I was hoping you wouldn't remember that.
Shane picked Texas in the offseason. I told him Oklahoma would smoke those Longhorns.
Yeah.
And we got money on it. So, and JP, shout out JP. I have an inside at Oklahoma. He's been saying it all week that it's going to be Mateer. And I said, get the hell out of here. But
get out of
here.
here.
Maybe you should just kick my ass out of here and replace me with JP. Hell, he's got the inside scoop. And I doubted him all week.
Yeah, I don't know. I still feel like it's going to come down to fourth quarter, and I'm just not confident in that game at all, which, again, is what we want. Last year, it was just not fun at all. So I'd rather it come down to the last two possessions, and, that's
I still think it will. I think
Yeah.
this will be the best game Texas plays.
Man.
But it ain't enough with a healthy John Mateer, if you ask me.
Yeah. Well, I think if everything happens the way I say it happens, I feel like Probably the biggest storyline will be maybe Arch. I mean, that's going to be natural that they give Arch the praise. So that's probably the one I'd go with. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'd go. No, better yet, Mizzou's a real deal. Maybe a Hardy for Heisman. How about that one? JP, appreciate you, cuz. Coming out today's shout-outs. Today's shout-outs go to Liquid Flames, Brandon McGyver, Cousin Lou, Blue Collar, College Football Show, Steven Up, SEC Sean, Rolls effing Royce, Cousin JR, Junior, Cousin Damn Rick, Trade Drawdy, Dave Nutton, Howdy Sawm Off, Buttered Sausage, OK Texas, Matthew J, Just Jared, David Chambers, Ben Helms, Smoke Pigskins, Dane M, Horton Hears You, Benny Truska, Scott Fitz, Freedom Van, and Austin Blazer. Thank you, cousin, so much. Appreciate everything you've done. And JP, I appreciate you also, man, doing the extra to take care of us. I really do appreciate you, man. And one of these days, when we have our big office, you're coming with us, JP. So, but hey, I appreciate all the cousins, and be sure to hit that thumbs up on your way out. And don't forget, Mike, bright and early, 7:30, because going to be there with the SEC hangover, and we're going to talk a little more. You just thought you were done. We got a little more college football action, and so be sure to tune in, and I'll get you 30 minutes closer to quitting time.
All right, buddy. Hey, I appreciate you. We appreciate each and every one of you for hanging out. We'll catch you tomorrow and all weekend with these breaking newses and emergency podcasts and power rankings and all that. But until then, we'll catch you on the next one.
All right. See you guys. Go Vols.
Hey, buddy. This beer's for you, Mike, and Cousin Shane. That SEC podcast loves the Pirate, and the Pirate loves that SEC podcast. Hail State.